Hello and welcome. This is Sheree with Rehash Fiber, and I have a great travel pattern for you today. It's great because it takes 2 skeins of yarn, it doesn't take up much room in your travel bag, and it's mostly easy. So let's get on to the details of it here. It is called the Offset Triangle Shawl, and you can find it in Vogue Knitting, Winter 2018 and 19, and they also have the website store.vogueknitting.com where you can find it and purchase it. Pattern is $6. It takes 2 skeins of yarn. Your skein needs to be close to 435 yards or 400 meters. Mine was a little bit under. It's not a big deal. You just may not be able to finish out the last pattern. It is in fingering weight yarn on a size 4 needle. Now, all those are the reasons why it's great for traveling. I took this on the Prague trip, and you know, long plane rides, long train rides, and even knitting at night, and it still had me going the whole time. I came home with just the last section to do, and actually that's the only section that I found really needed a lot of attention to where I wanted to sit at the table and do it. So if you're gone for a longer period of time, you can either just turn the last section into one of the easier sections or use something from your repertoire and do something different. There is a ton of garter stitch in here, so I used the colorful yarn for that and the yellow for the patterns. So my yarn is from Miss Babs, and I found it at Rhinebeck. So my colors here from Miss Babs are Joan of Arc and Vincent. The very colorful one is what hooked me, and then I found the coordinating color. Lots of color changes are great for when you're doing garter stitch forever. So keep that in mind when you're getting it, but it's a great project to do. Your finished item will be about 14 inches by 72 inches. So I want you to take a closer look here at the different patterns. The first pattern you come to is the sand granite pattern. You work that early on in the shawl. You see all this garter stitch. Fun, fun, fun. Then you come to the lace cubes pattern. More garter stitch. Sand granite pattern again. And there's the diamond lace pattern. And that is all the yarn that I had left for. So what I love is that you can do it as the pattern is written, or you can use your flexibility. You can make these sections smaller, you can change up the patterns, whatever you like. And you'll just have a lot of fun, and your hands and your mind will be busy. All right, let's get on to some fun fiber talk. My husband's been out of town, and that means there are fiber projects going all over on every table. I was thinking about you guys because this is the one thing that traveled with me to each table. This lamp is fantastic. It's on Amazon, and I'm going to put the link in the description. What I love is that it's light, and it folds down like so, and it just travels with me around the house, or sometimes I put it in my travel box with my project and take it on the go. So it's a wonderful lamp to have. Those are the features that I love best. There's other features I love. You can change the light brightness, the light temperature, there's charging port, and a timer. So like I said, links in the show description. I couldn't do fiber art without it. Moving on, when I was at the Copper Cave Fiber Festival, I met Shannon of Nest Boutique. She turns old aluminum knitting needles into jewelry and art. She will take your old needles. Now I was hanging on to these for some silly reason, thinking if I was with a group of people and needed knitting needles to teach with, I could use them. And then I thought, who's knitting with these long sticks anymore? They're going to her. If you're a weaver, save a couple aside because there are times when you're going to do patterns in your weaving and you need a nice knitting needle to go through and pull up some loops. So I saved a few behinds, most of them. All the aluminum ones go into Shannon. Go to nestboutique.com. You can see here, this is her cover page of her website. You can contact her, get the mailing instructions, and get your needles off to somebody that can use them and create art with them. I was thrilled to learn that information, had to share it with you. All right, lastly, I want to share a concept. I've started way too many projects and I was making myself crazy. You know how it is. You're excited to knit one, you need one for travel, one for TV, one to do at the desk. Oh, I feel like crocheting. Oh, that yarn is sat there too long, I want to work with it. Next thing I knew, I had 7 projects going and it was making me crazy. So the concept that I had to bring back up again was finish 2, start 1. And I recently did that and it just made me feel so much better because you get that joy of finishing and the joy of starting and you get a handle on what's going on and can carry on. So just wanted to share that with you. All right, if you choose to work on this shawl during your travels or not, happy knitting and thanks for watching.